these guys are getting this tractor cleaned up first thing here this morning. Alex is going to go roll some hay fields, and Sarah's going to start chisel plowing. This is the 8360 here, and they had this on the frac tank, and it's just got some spatter that has come back onto it, and it made the windows murky. Got some mud in the wheels from going in and out of muddy driveways. They're gonna get this washed. We're gonna put this on one chisel plow, and then Sarah will go chiseling with the other one. So we'll let these guys get this cleaned up, and then we'll get on with the rest of the day here. Well, the girls ended up getting both the 9560 and the 8360 washed up. We're on our way now over to get the grain drill out of the pole barn, or the storage building next to Jared's house. Alex went over with a tractor now. We're going to meet her over there. We got to move the combine out of the way, the chopper, Jared's car, the seed tender. We got to move all that stuff out of the way, I think, just to get to the grain drill. Maybe there's something that we can leave in there, but if I remember right, that was put away before the chopper and the combine. So we'll get things moved around here and get the grain drill back to the shop. Okay, so we haven't got to move as much stuff out of the way as I originally thought. We've got to wake up the chopper, get the seed tender out of the way. Alex is just pulling in now. We are over to Jared's place. This is where the lagoon is, and they're actually backfilling around the lagoon. So she's going to help us actually pull right up there. She's going to help me get this stuff moved out of the way. We'll have to hook up the green truck on the seed tender here, and then we can get hooked right up to the grain drill. Jared's car is in here as well. However, I do not think that we need to disrupt that. So we're just gonna go ahead and see if this old chopper will start. Yeah. We need to wake this up. You wanna run the camera? I've already checked the oil.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
So, okay. I'll just pull this out of the way and then we'll bring the truck in and grab that seat.
Okay.
to do is just hook onto this seed tender, which, do we talk about it now or do we talk about it at a later date? I think we just talk about it at a later date.
Yeah.
We're just going to pretend that you guys never seen this. So what we do need to talk about is this tractor. Some of you may or may not notice that this is not one of the tractors that we have. It was kind of funny when I picked this up yesterday. I dropped the 7290 off and I went back around the trailer. I said, oh, let's just make sure everything's hooked up, and I never said a word in that last video. So Alex had the honors here to drive this tractor. Well, I loaded it on the trailer and unloaded it, but she had the honors of actually operating it first. So how was it?
It's strange. The steering wheel is so small.
Yeah, it's smaller?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like a chopper steering wheel.
Smaller.
It steers real easy too, doesn't it? So this tractor here, it's a 8295R. It's got a front hitch and PTO. It's only got like 1,400 hours on it, I think. I haven't even looked at the hour meter yet. It's a 2020 model. We are just renting it for the time being. We're waiting to see what and how long it's going to take that 7290 to get back to us here. We can hook this on to a potting or mower if it turns into a situation where Kaz waiting for parts. They've got this track, the 7290 is tore right down. Less than 24 hours they had the wheels off of it, the cab off of it. They transferred the fuel from that into this because they've got to take the fuel tank off of it. This tractor here has triple power. It has large 1,000, small 1,000, and of course it has the module on there to run 540, just like the 8320R. We have an 8110 that's like that, and we had an 8320 that was like that. However, that made its way into a tree some years back. This has the hydraulic third link option. It also has a suspended cab. Along with the suspended cab, it has a refrigerator, which I have never had a refrigerator in any of the pieces of equipment that we have owned. This has IVT transmission, which I'm not really a fan of, but my brother likes the IVT to mow hay with. What else is there to it? It has a dual display. That other display mirrors what is on the armrest control unit. So it seems to be a nice tractor. We're gonna see how things go. We might consider purchasing it, possibly, but at this point we aren't sure what we're gonna do. So we need to get hooked on to this grain drill, and we need to get it back to the farm. We need to get some alfalfa seed into it, and I need to get to work, and so does Alex. Alex has been cleaning up equipment and everything else. So alrighty, let's giddy up. Okay, so we've got the seed tender out, the chopper is out. Alex is gonna back on in, and we'll get this grain drill hooked to the tractor here. There's a disc on the drawbar. I don't know what disc is missing, but we're gonna find out. It is a nice looking tractor. It's got the extended fenders on it. Yeah. forward and move over. She couldn't see this when she pulled in the door. Got that hooked up. Let's see if she can wiggle this out of there without hitting Jared's car. That looks like it should be a pretty easy job to do here. Looking like it. Alright, we'll have her get this outside. I can put the chopper in, and we'll put the grain or the seed tender in behind it, so we haven't got to move the chopper out of the way again. Looks like our tires are all up. That's good. All right. Well, we are now on location. As you can see, we've got some spots here that we need to address. So we're gonna go ahead and get this drill unfolded. I've got to release the safety stop on that one frame cylinder here. And I've got my iPad pulled up, and this is all of the fields that we seeded down last summer. So I'm in field 87, got 22 acres. And we did 568 acres altogether. And to give you an idea of kind of how small our fields are, I think we average somewhere around 11 acres per field. I'm going to count these up here quick. We're going to speed the video up. You don't need to hear me counting. And then, yeah, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, and 35 fields that we seeded down here last year. Now, with the exception of these 2, 4, 5 fields, we had wheat on all of these other fields here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to patch in the spots that are barren here, and what more than likely happened is the frost either pushed the plants right out of the ground, or it just got too wet here last fall and it killed out the alfalfa. Now, half of this might come back, but we don't want to wait to see if that happens. We want to go in and replant this and get it going, so that we won't see much when we go to take this off at first cutting time, but we'll see it when we take off second cutting. So as you can see, we do not have the 8295R on the grain drill. we rented the 8295 to spread fertilizer with while the 7290 is getting fixed. My brother threw this tractor on the fertilizer spreader. This is the tractor that we plant corn with. So we're just going to use it on the grain drill quick, and then we're going to hook it to the corn planter once we get done screwing around with replanting alfalfa. I didn't think we'd have to do much this year. I didn't think we had to do any at all, but as the spring started to go on here, I figured this is not going to come up. So we'll go ahead and get this drill unfolded. Looks like the neighbor is right next door. He's probably wondering what I'm doing, walking around the field talking to myself here. He's right next door over there, probably planting soybeans or something. So let's go ahead and get started here, and we're just gonna have to get on with it. The girls are chisel plowing right now, and yeah, they're getting that done as we speak. So let's get on to it here, and we'll join up with you in a little while. Well, we got done with reseeding that one farm there, and Jared has moved the manure crew into one of the last fields that we chopped this year for BMR. Last year rather. Nate's going across the field right there, and this is a wetter field, but this just goes to show you how much it has dried out here in the past week or so, because they're pulling right in with the trucks. Yeah, get some manure on there. So the field that we have to go to is just up the road a little ways here. We haven't got as much to patch in on this next few acres here, and we're down to the last little bit. So we've done about 150 acres or so. So yeah, so we'll just keep at it here. Well, this here is the last field that we have to do. It's only about 16 acres in all, and we've probably got to do roughly, I don't know, maybe half of it. There's a washout right there, so that took out most of the seed. And as far as the rest of it goes, it's just thin here and there. You can see we're kind of doing a pretty good job there. Then once we get to the spots that got quite a bit of alfalfa grown, we just raise the drill up and either turn right around and go back the other way, or jog over to the next spot. Andrew is going to go in here with the roller and roll this. He has just started where I was yesterday when I started reseeding. So he should catch up to us at some point, and then he'll come right in here and roll what I replanted. Now, typically you cannot go in and reseed alfalfa unless you're within a 12-month window of when the crop was planted. If it's older than, if the seeding is older than 12 months, the new seed that you're putting down is not going to do all that well. The alfalfa plants are going to compete with each other. Doesn't matter what kind of alfalfa it is. It doesn't matter if you have two different varieties. If it's within a 12-month window, it'll grow. If the seeding's older than 12 months, it's gonna grow, but it's gonna kill itself off after a little bit of a while. So we're not seeding something that's old. This was seeded down in August of 2022, and now it is April of 2023. So we're what's that? 9 months. So with that being said, that is gonna do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for joining in with us here. A little bit of a taste of field work for 2023. The girls are into their second full day of chisel plowing, and the manure crew is doing a pretty good job of getting manure down to where it needs to be. Once I get done, I can put this grain drill away and put this tractor here on its next assignment. So thanks for watching, folks. We'll catch you at the next one.